Welcome to tea making day. So what I'm doing here is I have my coffee pot, and as you can see, the tea is very strong. I put tea bags in here. One is a black tea bag, black tea, oolong tea, immune booster tea, a green tea, and herbs. And then I take all my jars and I fill them halfway up with water because the tea is very strong. Now you can just leave the tea strong if you like, but I like to make as many bottles as I can at once. So I fill them all up with filtered water. So I come into my spice cupboard and I put whatever spices I like. I have sage, basil, cumin, turmeric, allspice, cloves, cinnamon, rosemary. And I put about a teaspoon or so in that. Make sure all your jars are clean and sanitized. And wait for the tea to brew. And then I'm going to put the hot tea in these glasses. Do not first put them into plastic until they are cool. And then you have awesome tea. And you can make it right here in your teapot. It's good for your immunity, detox, warding away any strange viruses that might be going around, and helping your health and immune system to deal with the coming epidemic that has befallen us in this world. So now I have filled up some of my bottles with the first pot. And then sometimes I add another tea bag of either black tea or green tea just to keep it nice and strong. And I can make about 4 or 5 pots of this really strong, nice tea. Now, as you can see, it comes out pretty dark because I added black tea. So depending on how light you want it, I'm going to add more tea to these. This one's good. That's a good color. That one's a good color. That one's a good color. I'm going to add more to this one. The back ones are pretty good colors. So this is kind of how light and dark you want it and how strong you want it. Now, as you see, it can almost overflow, so if it does, and you don't want any floaters, which I don't mind the floaters because you can still drink it. But I have a little bag that I use, and it's just a little mesh bag that you can get at the store, and you can put it in your jars, and you can strain your tea if it has too many leaves in it. So here we are, back in my allergy-free cooking and baking kitchen, and I have prepared some different baking squash. This is going to be butternut caramelized squash with maple syrup, a little salt and pepper, parsley, rosemary. I set the oven to 350, and they will cook for 15 minutes. Then I'll turn them over and cook for another 15 minutes. And then we will see how good this recipe is. Over here I have summer squash, a big one, cut into slices, and then bathed in egg and sprinkled with gluten-free flour, salt, pepper, garlic salt, parsley, and they will be also cooked in the oven, roasted. I'm not going to fry them, I'm going to roast them for about the same amount of time as the caramelized butternut squash, which also are sprinkled with cinnamon, about a half a teaspoon. And then I'm fixing turkey burgers, everyone. And then I have sauteed collard greens, tomatoes, peppers, and spinach for a veggie side. Now, as you can see, I messed up the first batch. I burned it. So the fan is on because there was smoke coming out of the oven. This is the second batch, and it's much better. It's in a glass pan, which is better. This would have been okay, but the stove was too hot. So you want to put it on about 300 to 350. The sauteed vegetables are very good. They turned out good. Collard greens, spinach, peppers, and tomatoes. And now I'm working on the roasted fried zucchini, which is not zucchini, it's a summer squash. And then here are the caramelized butternut squash. Make sure they are spaced apart so that you get air between them and they caramelize right. It's good to put them on parchment paper, a baking sheet, and olive oil. Although I did use coconut oil and it did turn out okay. Except I did have to turn the oven down, it was too hot. So right now, they're cooking quite well. They're doing okay. They have about 4 more minutes left on the butternut squash. And in 15 minutes, I will turn the fried zucchini over. And each side is done for about 15 minutes. So we'll see how those turn out. Hello, and welcome back to Callie's allergy-free kitchen. Here are some yams that I have sliced up and sprinkled some Mrs. Dash, salt and pepper, and garlic on a bed of a little water. And olive oil, and a little olive oil sprinkled on top. And we're gonna put them in the oven at 350. Here is sauteed mushrooms, squash, parsley, peppers, and some tomatoes, and carrots, with a sprinkle of pepper, allspice, Mrs. Dash, turmeric, a little cumin, some garlic, a little basil, because I love me some herbs. And now make enough to eat on for a couple days. And that is my dinner for tonight. Here is my finished product. Sweet potatoes with herbs and olive oil and sauteed vegetables and a little bit of water and olive oil sauce and herbs. Very good, very delicious, and you should try them. Hello, welcome back to my juicing corner. I made a really nice juice today, so I thought I would put it on video for a recipe. I added a can of pineapple and pineapple juice, carrot juice, ginger and turmeric, orange juice, applesauce, and I put it in a blender, and it makes it like a smoothie. So it's not a juicer, it does smoothies. And then here's what it looks like. It's very good, it's delicious. I already tried some because if it didn't turn out, I was not going to videotape it. But it's a really good smoothie, I like it. I looked up the recipe, and you don't have to add applesauce. You don't have to add pineapple. I mean, you can kind of add whatever you like, and it makes a really pretty color. So it's not your weird green color, although you could probably add some kale or spinach to it if you're into avid smoothies. Since I can't have any smoothies or juices anywhere because they have to be pure, this is one that I found I could have that's actually good for something. And always make sure you get fruit. If you buy them in the can, make sure it's in juice and not syrup. And yeah, that's about it. Go out and make a smoothie. Good for you. Till next time, see you later. Hello, welcome to Callie's Crazy Kitchen. I am making roasted radishes and Brussels sprouts. And I'm making sauteed vegetables, spinach, bell pepper, red, orange, and yellow, minced garlic, spinach, tomatoes, carrots, butternut squash, green onion, tomatoes, did I say that? All kinds of cool stuff in there, and I'm just going to add some oil. I'm going to add some some more garlic, some Mrs. Dash, a whole bunch of herbs that I like. I like to add all the herbs. Turmeric, cumin, basil. What else? Hold on. Let's see here. Rosemary. Probably a little allspice, some sage. Gotta cleanse myself. Some more garlic, some more onion. This is gonna be, everything was with olive oil. Slow cooked and easy. This is gonna have some peppers, garlic, salt, pepper, Mrs. Dash, some onions, and probably a little rosemary, a little basil, and just throw it on there. And then you put the oven on 350 and roast them, and you take them out periodically and move them around. And then I will show you the finished product. I also put cilantro, fresh spinach, everything organic. Very good price at Sprouts, Natural Grocer, and of course that's all I'm eating now is just vegetables and squash instead of carbs. And then here's the fresh spinach, cilantro, parsley. And then I will keep the radish greens and all the fixings for my turtle. And I'm dicing up some tomatoes, and there's the garlic. So what I have here is my roasted radishes, and the little round pieces are garlic and some onion. And when you take a little bit of the chard with a radish and a Brussels sprout, it is so good. And I added a little red pepper to it, a little spice. Thank you, Taylor, for showing me how to do this. And then I'm making food for everyone, so I have lots of food cooking. But I made this little concoction. I added a jar of tomato sauce, but it had these big pieces, and so it made kind of a soupy concoction, which I'm not eating, but I'm gonna have everyone try it with a turkey burger, and then roasted Brussels sprouts and radishes. And then I also made some eggs, because I had a bunch of eggs left over. And here we go. Here is our dinner.